You ever recognize when you're being cursed out? It's not the curse words that hurt the most. It's the words around it. Curse words are meant to shock you, get your attention, pop up at you. It's the words around it that really hurt. For example, if we arguing right now and I call you a broke, ugly, dumb piece of shit, that piece of shit is going to pop out. It's going to get your attention. It's going to get your eyes open. But that broke, dumb, ugly, you're going to feel that. That's the part that's going to hurt. Because you know that's how I feel about you. You understand? Curse words are just curse words. And I'm not cursing you out until I use them. Before I use them, I'm just throwing out insults. Now, when you see stuff like this, headlines, real big, these are curse words. And this is how I want you to see them. They're meant to get your attention. They're meant to get your eyes looking. They're meant to pop out and shock you. But the information, the stuff that's supposed to hurt you, is within the article. And I'm going to keep it a buck with you. We not reading all that. We not. It's a lot of words, a lot of mumbo jumbo, too many pages. We not reading that. That's why when I make videos, put the headlines up so you can see them. But then I go ahead and give you little tidbits from the stories, little screenshots, so you can read and understand what's going on here, so you can feel what I'm feeling when I see and read this type of stuff. These headlines you can see and go about your business, go about your day. That's why a lot of people are just headline readers. They read it, they go about their day, and they have their fun. But if you start to read and you start to see these things, it feels different. It's harder for you to go about your day. For example, I read this article and I understand what they're saying or why they froze it. You know, it's against the law and all these different things. It makes sense. But when you get to see mothers saying, hey, my family won't be having Thanksgiving this year. We can't afford groceries. We can't afford to eat. Mothers saying they can't afford formula for their kids. They're not going to get any. Kids who are in the foster system. Yeah, they get that WIC and that stuff too. They're not going to eat. They're not going to have to be able to celebrate a holiday like Thanksgiving together. That's the type of stuff that should hurt you. That's the type of stuff that should stay in your mind and you should remember instead of just reading the headlines. You got to start looking at these things as curse words. And then you got to go outside and look. Look at the effects of these headlines. A woman calling around the churches saying that she doesn't have WIC because everything is cut off and the churches ain't even offering nothing. This is what I'm talking about. Stop reading the headlines. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day. You know I love you and I'll see you tomorrow. But if I don't, stay out of trouble.